right now, live in our studio, it's Tig Notaro.
Yeah! Notaro!
Thank you, Tig, for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So, I mean, I've been following your story, obviously your comedy over the past few years, but it's amazing to see, you know, how things really blew up for you with this one show at the Largo. I feel like it was a big turning point. But why do you think it made such a difference? Why do you think people really were impacted by the show that you did?
You know, I think what I'm finding after the fact is it's such a window into, it was right in the moment of everything in my life was falling apart. And when I went on stage, I was in the middle of that crisis, you know, and it was captured on audio. And so I think also people that have had cancer or any sort of turmoil in their life that they can kind of relate to, I think that's what is touching people so much.
Was that something that you didn't necessarily like to discuss in the past with your comedy?
Well, I didn't know I had cancer.
Yeah.
But yeah, any sort of, I didn't go really that deep with my comedy at all. And so.
You're very surface level comedy.
Very surfacey. But yeah, I did observational things and stuff I noticed about myself or interactions with people, and yeah, it was very, very different. And I didn't normally go out on stage and just say these horrible things are happening in my life like I did that
I think
night.
people honor bravery in someone that what you did was very brave.
I mean, I get that. It wasn't like I was standing, you know, on the side of the stage and thinking, I'm going to go out there and be brave right now.
Yeah.
It was just, it's just one of those things where when you're in the middle of it, you're like, oh boy, this is, what am I doing?
And then Louis C.K., of course, then posted the audio on his site. Were you surprised when that happened to sell your album?
Louis called me the day after the show and just said, you know, I feel like that should be released to the public. I feel like people should hear that. And at first I said, there's no way I'm releasing that, because it was essentially like a 30-minute open mic. I hadn't rehearsed the stuff, you know. And in stand-up, you work to perfect your jokes.
Yeah.
And you don't just walk out and go, oh my gosh, I have cancer and my mother died, and you know, like what my show was. And so when Louis suggested that, I was like, you're out of your mind. There's no way I'm releasing that. And then he said, the offer's open, you know, whenever, if ever you want. And so about a month and a half later, or something like that,
yeah.
I called him and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I guess I'll put it out there.
And so describe the reactions from that, because it blew up the internet. I mean, everyone was talking about it and sharing it.
Yeah, when it was initially coming out, I had this idea that I was going to go to a deserted island somewhere where I couldn't, you know, be contacted or read anything, because I thought that I would have a lot of backlash because people would hear it and think, this isn't hilarious, you know? I mean, there's funny parts to it, but it's more a moment in time. And so I was shocked when my manager was sending, my people were
oh yeah, you don't want to talk about it.
my troops of people, and when they were sending in articles and reviews and responses, it was all positive, and I was shocked. And I was getting emails from fans and strangers, and just that it had touched them or helped them in certain ways. And it was so beyond what I thought was going to happen.
And I'm sure it helped you too, getting that support.
Oh, it was so helpful. I was so keenly aware that not everybody gets to be lifted up by the world when you're in utter turmoil.
It's such a special thing. Did it help having this on his site? Did you end up
Oh, yeah.
getting some, I mean, also making some money to help with your treatments and all that?
Well, I mean, I have health insurance,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, people, you know, I wasn't like oh my gosh, I'm sinking financially or anything, but it's helpful.
Yeah.
Of course. And then there's a percentage that I'm donating to cancer research and different charities. But yeah, being available on Louis C.K.'s site, which it's no longer, it's now available on iTunes and Amazon and stuff like that. But it just shot it through the roof. I mean, Louis was emailing me just every day going, these numbers are insane.
Like, can we do this more often?
Yeah, it was, I mean, I originally thought, I'll probably at most sell like 10,000 copies, and then it went through the roof.
And what were the numbers like?
At this, I don't know a number at this point, but last I knew, it had sold in 5 weeks well over 100,000 copies.
Congratulations, that's great. Now, I know we have a lot of people, we are live right now, so we have a lot of people that want to...
Wait, we're recording?
We are live.
This is live?
This is all live. Welcome to the show.
Now I'm nervous.
Shouldn't have told you. So we're going to go to Glozell with some questions. That lady over there.
Okay, so I work out.
Glozell.
Glozell Notaro. Okay. So I work out at this gym, and Taylor Dane comes in there, and you do a bit about this chick. Has she seen it? Do you know?
Oh yeah, she's seen it. Wait, she works out at your gym?
Yeah, I don't even work out at the gym, but she does.
That is, yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, she and I have each other's numbers now, and yeah,
text each other.
Yeah, we'll text every now and then. And she called. I am not joking. I never joke.
I can't tell.
No, she even calls me hun when she texts me. Like, just things have changed a lot, but yeah.
That's cute. Are we
It's
going to go to
adorable.
a fan question?
Okay, so what comedians, I know you talked about Louis C.K., what other comedians do you like, are your favorites?
Oh my gosh. I love Maria Bamford. I love Sarah Silverman, Zach Galifianakis, Heather Lawless. There's so many, Kyle Dunnigan. There's so many comedians that I love silliness.
Well, yeah, you named two that you work with, Kyle, who does a lot on YouTube as well.
Yeah, Kyle.
So you guys have fun. You guys just improv and
We just
post
have a
random
blast.
videos to
Yeah,
YouTube.
we just film ourselves sitting on a couch, and we never really promote
A lot
it.
of us do that, actually.
But we're not fully promoting like our videos. We'll make a video that's so stupid, and then we just watch it ourselves. Like, all of our views are just from us. That's it.
Tig Notaro, you rock. Thank you so much
You rock.
for coming here during your busy schedule, as your people told me. You can buy Tig Notaro live, her hilarious Largo set, on iTunes now, and catch up on her podcast. It's ProfessorBlastoff.com. My teleprompter tells me that.